Hey, welcome. Today, let me show you a fast, easy, and free way to remove the background from any video clip that you have. Let's begin right now. So today, what I'm going to do, I just want to show you very quickly in a minute. This is a video clip I have. I'm sitting at my desk talking. You can have any video clip like that. I'll show you exactly how to remove the background quickly and easily, and then put any color background behind you that you'd like. But it doesn't have to be a color. It could be any design you have on your computer, something like this. It could be something like this, or it could be something like this where you have your video clip of you talking and in the background another video clip playing behind you. So that's kind of cool. Or you could do something like this. This is just a graphic that I had, a thing, and then I use this technique and I dropped myself in there so that I was in the foreground. And so when I got down, I ended up with something that looked like this. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this stuff today, fast, easy, and at no cost to yourself. So let's get started right now. Okay, today I am going to be using Adobe Express to do everything you see in this training, and you can use it absolutely free. To get into Adobe Express, you can just Google up Adobe Express and click on the link that they give you there. You'll come to a page that looks like this, but this is not what you want. You need to scroll down the page to something that looks like this. You can get a free account, but unfortunately the things that you can do with a free account are very limited. And one of the things you can't do is remove a video background. So what you need to do is sign up for a premium account. You get it 30 days absolutely free. It won't cost you a penny. After 30 days, if you don't cancel, they'll start billing you $9.99 a month. It's still a great deal, but you can go in and do a lot of work for 30 days and do exactly what I show you here today and do some cool things with it. To begin with, we're just going to come in and it says start from your content. So I'm going to click on this, and probably what you'll see when you come in here, it'll show what's on your desktop, folders, what files, whatever you've got up there. But I have a folder called remove vid backgrounds right here, and these are things that I want to use in our exercise here. So the first thing I want to do is I have a little clip down here, and I'll double click on that and it shows it right there. And just, let me show you a fast, easy, just preview it. So now I'll come up to create new, and I'm going to come down to YouTube video, click on that, and right here there is my file. And this is what we'll use in this experiment here to demonstrate how to remove backgrounds and do some other cool things too. Today, let me show you a fast, easy, and free way to remove the background from any video clip that you have. Okay, so this is a clip that we'll use. What we want to do now is we want to come in, and up here it says remove background. Okay, now sometimes this will be grayed out and it'll take a second for this to load in here, so don't panic if it takes 10 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever, but it should look like this. So the first thing that we want to try to do is remove the background. So I'm going to come in, and now you can see all these little stars glittering around on the remove background thing, and this could take, depending on how long your file is, it might take like 5 seconds, it might take 30 seconds, but there we go. And you can see that the background is completely gone now. And if I come down here, and let me just click down here. If I come down here and hit the play button, free way to remove the background. Okay, the sound comes through, the video comes through, and you can see that the background is now gone. Okay, and when I get this now, you can see that I can move this around. And just as a, well, not a warning, but just to explain to you, if you bring this video clip in and you want to work with it, suppose that it comes in something like this and it's not filling the whole viewport right there, and you probably want it to. If you click on this fill video, see, it sizes it perfectly for you. And depending on your camera settings, how you've got it set up and how you captured your video, if it's too big and it goes outside of the viewport, you can still do that and it'll resize it for you perfectly, just like that. Okay, so yeah, that's how we remove the background. Now, don't go away yet, because there are a lot of things we can do with this. One is I can come up here, and let me click on the timeline down there, and we can come up here, and right here, if you hover it over, it says change background color. And so what you can do is you could pick any of these colors for your background color. You don't have to. You can just, leave it without a background color. But down here it says more colors. Now you got a whole bunch of colors that you could choose. And if you would like to add any of these background colors, for example, I like that red, and we could come in here then, and if we play this now, you can see.
Let me show you a fast, easy, and free way to remove the background.
Yeah, and we can get this is kind of off center. I should center him a little bit better. Him, that's me. But yeah, and if you don't want to add a background color, if you're not going to do that, then just click on this red line going through the square there, and it'll take it back to the way it was. Okay, so the next thing, you probably do want to have a background. That's why you want to remove the original background. I could come into Media, and I would go to Upload from Device again, and this time I have some different backgrounds. Here's a blue. I kind of like this background. I'll double click on that, and now what we get is this blue background, but it's not in the background. So the first thing that I would do with this blue thing is I would come in and take my picture over here, my video clip over here, and put it on top. Now see, that brings me to the front. And then if I, let's see, go back here. Then if I click on the blue background over here, now you can see that I can move this around, and I can stretch it out and get it just, you can play with these controls here, and you can get it just right, okay, like that. And then yeah, there's a background. And again, I could come in here, and if I click on myself up here, I could take this image of myself, and of course you can squeeze it down, you could move it over, you can do whatever you want to with it, but say I just want to keep it like that. And then if you decide, well, I'm not going to use that blue background, I could come in here and just click on the blue background here, hit delete, and take it out. This is just a stock image I purchased online. It's a home office or a library or whatever. But what I did is I took my clip and I put it in front of that. So when I played this, I'm in the foreground and that image is in the background, and creates kind of a nice looking effect. Okay, here's another example. I made this chalkboard. I've got a girl sitting at her laptop and some text and check marks in there. And so what I did with this again is I put my image in front in Adobe Express, and I was talking in front, and that showed in the background. This one is a little different, and the idea here is this is a stock video clip that I bought, and that's the background. And then I came in and I took my clip that I removed the background from, and I superimposed that in front of the other clip. So this one is different because it's not my image in front with a static background. You can also put a video in the background. This is a little harder to do, but I took a green background, and then I came in and I created some text. And this was like some HTML text I comped together. It was from a website or blog I had, and I was talking about how you could use this code to jazz up a website or a blog, whatever like that. And then I came in and I took my clip with the background removed, like that, and then I dropped my clip in front of that text that's scrolling so that it would scroll up behind me. It creates kind of a cool effect. So I'm telling about it and showing it at the same time. Then what you would want to do is come up here, and you could come up here to where it says download, okay? And if I click on download, it gives me some choices, and I just leave these alone, and I click on download right there. And when I do this, you don't have to click on OK, you don't have to click on any of this stuff, just let it go. And it may take, depending on how long your video is, it could take 5 seconds, 10 seconds. There, it's done. And now if I go to my download folder, wherever your downloads go, to your desktop, however you got it set up on your computer, if they go to your desktop, you'll see it on your desktop. If it goes to a download folder, it'll be in there, and then you'll have that clip that you can use in your YouTube video. So that's a little bit about how this works, and I've given you some examples and showed you some of the things you can do. It has a lot more features. I'm not going to go through those. That's not the purpose of this video, but you can add text, you can add design elements, you can, you know, do all kinds of things in here, but that's how you remove a background. So I hope you give this a try. It's worked well for me, and if you do it exactly the way that I did it, shouldn't have any problems. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and you guys take care. Be good, okay?